blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time. That's my girl right there. Yes. Hello, everybody.
Salutations, everyone.
It's another Thursday night with your girl, Crazy Carla. How's everybody doing? And how are you doing, Miss Carla?
Let me see. All right. I feel good.
Yes, ma'am.
Life is good. Life is good. So,
Agreed.
how you feeling?
I'm doing well. I am doing well. It's actually I had a nap. I don't get much of those, but when I have a nap, it'd be life changing.
Ain't it something?
It is.
Oh, especially the kind when you sweat and you wake up and you don't know where you at. You be like, wow, what day is it? What's that?
Totally just discombobulated.
Oh,
like,
I love you. The best naps ever. Those are the greatest.
The literal Control Alt Delete. Literally, it was awesome. I needed that. So
I love it. I absolutely love it. So I'm excited about tonight's guest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby. Say less. Okay. That's all I will say. So let's go ahead and do these sponsors, and we're gonna get into it because time is of the essence. That's right.
Indeed. All right. First is the sweetest lime.
The sweetest lime, Mikhail Mitchell. You see it to make my hair look like how it look. Well, she don't have nothing to do with this right now, y'all, because it's just been a mess. But she keep me looking lace and lovely. She keep me looking fresh to death. When I hit that red carpet and she do the makeup, the makeup is made up. Okay. So listen, go to her. She is the natural hair guru. Hit that QVC. Is it QVC code?
Yep.
QVC code.
QR code, excuse me.
QR code. That's what I said. QVC. Okay. Yep. Home shopping that word. That QR code. Hit the QR code. You can call her at 336-734-3307. She is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and she now has the ultimate experience for you. You could go to her shop and get massage. You can get your nails done. Of course, you can get your hair done. She has another young lady in there that is also a natural hair guru with the locks and the natural hair. But Makaya does all types of hair. She cuts, she colors, she does makeup. Y'all, I'm telling you, go check them out. You can check her out also on Facebook under Makaya Mitchell and on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat at The Sweetest Lime. And whenever you book her, please let her know Carla sent you, okay? Then we have Miss Myra, and we have intuitive readings by Myra. And you say, what's an intuitive reading? It's an intuitive reading. She takes your energy and she tells you whatever your energy is telling her. And I'm telling y'all, it's dopey dope. Do you hear me? So you hit that QR code, or you can call her. She's also in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. She has a brick and mortar location. You can call her at 336-480-1653, or you can go to intuitivereadingsbymyra.com and book a virtual reading, because yes, she does do virtual readings. So it doesn't matter where you are in this listening world, she can virtually read your energy, and it's dopey dope. So go check her out, and when you do, tell her Carla sent you. But listen, wait, Myra, she ain't just an intuitive reader now. She also has Made with Love by Myra, which is her company where she makes all kinds of candles, soaps, shea butters, fragrances, jewelry, you name it. Listen, this woman is on. I'm telling you, she's dope. She makes the cutest things. She makes the greatest candles. So you should go to madewithlovebymyra.co. Okay, not com.
Right.
.co and just buy some stuff from her and leave her a note and tell her Carla sent you. Okay.
Real quick, Miss Carla. I had gotten the shea butter. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but this has her
I
label.
can see it.
Made with love. This is her shea butter. $10 gets you 8 ounces. Okay.
Yes.
And you believe it or not, you do not need a lot for it to be used. It'll spread nicely. Now, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm the type of guy that would want a cure when it comes to applying. No, this is a treatment, meaning you have to do it often and reply.
Right.
So I'm learning, but
right.
Amazing. Smells good. So, men, it's not over fragrance. It is fragrance, but it's not flowery or anything like that.
Now, which one is that one? Which fragrance is that shea butter?
Honestly, I'm not sure, but she knew it was for me, so she sent me whatever would be not too, crazy. And on top of that, she was nice enough to send me a shea butter bar and a body fragrance.
Look at there.
Woodsy scented, and all of these are all natural.
I'm just gonna pop up over there one day and shock her. She's gonna be like, "Girl, what's happening?" But y'all know I love Miss Myra. She has been rocking with me since the beginning.
Myra
almost, yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I love her.
Myra's just real like that.
yes, definitely. She is amazing. So I got to get me some stuff. Try to beat me. What? Okay.
Well, the ash business be real, so I gotta, because I've tried everything. Like even this stuff don't work.
No, honey. We use the butters. You know we black, boy. You got to use the butters, the cocoa, the shade.
As I told you, I'd be trying to find the cure, but I need to have the treatment.
Yep, Lord. Okay. Well, it's all right.
I'm learning.
Myra gonna get you there. You good.
no
now. And before we bring our guests on, did we have a banner for did you see my message about Sharita?
I did not. That was in the chat room?
So go get her link while I'm over here talking to her. Go find out her voting link so that we can get them votes up so she can stay in this top shelf competition. Now listen, y'all, for those of y'all who watch Blast 247, Sharita, who was on a few of our shows, she is also a dope vegetarian chef. Okay. And when I tell you she is in the runnings to be one of the top chefs in the country, she is at number 4, y'all. Number 4. And we got to get her up to number 1. And we can do it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have proven that y'all's votes matter because y'all done helped me win all kinds of stuff. So y'all, let's do this for my girl, Miss Sharita De La Cruz. Mm-hmm. And we're going to help her to run them numbers up. Y'all hear what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to do tonight. Okay? So,
and on top of that, if you log in through Facebook, you can do a free vote. So it doesn't even cost you anything. It's just but your time. Right.
It's wonderful. Support.
I'll get that.
Support the folk, y'all. We got to do the things so we can be on here looking at y'all every month. Okay? Every week, every time y'all see us. Now, our next guest is the founder.
What's up, Malika?
Hola, mamacita. Now listen, our next person, she is dope. Okay, she is fresh. I'm using all these words I used in my youth. Fresh, dope. I'm telling you, she tight. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this beautiful Miss Kamiko of the Say Less.
Say Less podcast. Yes, indeed.
I'm trying to get my words out. Y'all, this wine in the kitchen. Wait, hold on.
Let me go on and bring her in.
Bring her in. Hey, sis. Listen. Y'all. She here. Listen.
I've been in the background rolling.
I know you said, what is wrong with her? I'm so sorry. You know what? I have joy. I'm happy.
Hey.
God is good, and all the things. It's smileless, warm outside.
Oh, really? There in North Carolina?
Yes, yes, baby. And I'm all about, except for the pollen, I'm all down for it. Okay, because I am a summer baby. I love heat and I love sunshine. So, I get to go outside and work on my melanin. Huh? Every day. Oh, yeah, I'm not naked. Let me back up. Hold up. I got a shirt on, I promise. But these glad I didn't want y'all to be seeing the glare in my glass something up like this. I got on close. Look, I'm gonna raise my arm up every now and then so y'all can see.
On here being sexy.
It ain't that kind of show. Okay. Now, so welcome, darling. Tell the people who you are. Tell the people who you are.
Well, I am Komiko. And I joined the Blast family. Oh my, I think it was, I don't know. I think it was probably mid last year or something like that. But I was your realtor of sneakers because I am a realtor here in the DFW area, Dallas, Texas. And I did, your realtor and sneakers. I took a little break because there's only so much you can talk about in real estate.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm just one of them down to earth, life be life and transparent, let's talk about it type of people naturally anyway. So I thought I'd take a different road and start the Say Less podcast where it is what it is and we just say less and say it.
I like that, girl.
Yes.
Well, we just say less and say it, huh? Ain't that how life is? Just say what you're saying. Because I always say, just say what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody.
Right.
And if they do, we'll get to that bridge when we cross it, right? Because sometimes you need to be checked.
Yeah.
And that's called being an adult.
Correct.
Sometimes you need to be checked. And there is somebody who can check it. Yeah.
And be okay with it.
If it's constructive, sometimes you need somebody to say, girl, listen, sir, you need to. Okay.
Yes.
And your real friends will do that sometimes. Your real friends ain't gonna be no yes, hallelujah, amen all the time. All that.
You ain't gonna get it from me.
Okay.
And I expect the same in return. When I be tripping, check me.
Yeah, and my friend, I got the right friends for it. Cause baby, all my friends is hell. And when I say that hell, I mean they the ones that I got Capricorns and Scorpios and Libras, and baby, I can't if I want to.
You can't.
They gonna tell me, okay, and it's okay. I'm good with it. So you already told us where you at. Where you from?
I am from California.
I see that LA Dodgers hat on there, girl.
Oh, Dodgers! But I'm from LA, like South Central Los Angeles.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then I did some time in San Diego, my early teenage years and my adulthood.
Okay, wonderful.
So you can take the girl out of Cali, but you can't take the Cali out the girl.
I have lots of friends that either live in Cali or from Cali. My best friend from college, she lives in Burbank, and she's been on here. She's a movie maker as well, and she makes movies. And her name is Val. Hey, Val! Shout out, Val. She's a encourager, hiker. She's just a beautiful human being, but girl, she just is dope. Always been dope. She's from Brooklyn, New York, living in California. Is that your doggy?
No, it was a gnat.
Girl, I was like, there a dog. Okay.
Got my communion.
Listen. Hey, what you drinking, girl?
Well, I'll be 50 in June.
Okay.
And I'm trying to lose about 10 pounds.
Right? Yeah.
So my spirits, when I drink it now, I do vodka and lime juice, right? Because it's no calories.
And you know what else doesn't have calories? Tequila.
Yes. But
I didn't know that until I started this journey.
Yeah. Sometimes when I want, a little something with a little outside the Tito's, I drink this. But this is the Apothic Inferno, right? So I learned something real fast. So it's the Apothic Inferno.
I love that wine.
And this is aged in a whiskey barrel.
right? And it gives a whiskey taste. It has a kick to it.
So, but for whatever reason, you know how we get older as women and things that we used to could do, we can't do, and things affect us differently as you get older. I learned in Total Wine a couple of weeks ago. She told me that the reason why I get headaches from wine now is because of the sulfates in it.
And the tannins, yeah.
All the added sugars. So she was like, get anything that's outside the US. So I got a bottle of some Italy wine. Amazing. No headache, no nothing.
That's why I go to Trader Joe's, and I'm very adamant about Australian red wines, Italian, French.
Yes.
I do some American wines, but a lot of American wines are sweet. But we do have quite a few. I mean, you're from California. I'm trying to get over there because I want to go on the
Temecula.
Yeah, the Napa Valley wine train. I want to do that. Girl, that's on my bucket list.
Yes.
Because I'm a winer. I love wine. I love all. Well, I don't like white. I don't like Chardonnay.
Me neither. I'm a very dry wine drinker. Very dry.
That's me. I like, my favorite is the Petit Syrahs. I'm a Petit Syrah girl. I love Syrah. I love Merlot. I love Cabernet. I like those, right? Yeah. But sometimes I do want something sweet. So I'll get a Moscato or a Rosé. Yeah. Now, my Rosé of choice used to be, look, grab your glass, Malikia. So my whiskey, yes. I got my whiskey. Y'all remember that song? I don't know where y'all from, but you know, that's what we call Southern Soul down here. We go, look, I tell everybody, look, it's in my DNA to drink. So I don't care even if I was a preacher, I'd probably still be drinking because that's how I do.
The Catholic do it.
Girl, but you know the Baptist had like it's just honey. It's like
the most sin.
Girl, and I'm bad, but I'm gonna tell them they're gonna be all right because this one right here, she gonna drink. She is okay. Yeah, and y'all gonna be all right.
On my show this week, I did some whiskey. I didn't know that Black Label, the Johnny Walker Black Label.
Ma'am,
it is so smooth.
Have you tasted the Beyonce yet?
No.
Girl, I heard that thing is like, I heard that thing a rocket to sleep. I said, I got to get me some.
I haven't seen it.
So I'm on that. I love a good now. When we talk about whiskey now, you know I love because I like to drink. Now, if we talk about whiskey, I love. There is a company I buy their whiskey. It's a habanero, right? Infused whiskey. Really? Oh, you know what? Hold on a second, y'all. Because why these people? I forgot to put my phone on vibrate.
Me too, and this is my husband. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm on the podcast. I'm gonna call you right back. Let me turn my ringer off.
Girl, listen. Now I just put mine on silent because everybody always seem to forget that I be podcast. And listen, you are my 103rd guest.
Yeah. I tried to catch your 100th show, but I was running around like a chicken with my head cut out.
Girl, it's okay, but it was fun. We had a good time. We could have, the usual, but we had a great time. So, yeah, girl, chicken, you all right with me. You hear me? You was all right with me. So you from LA.
I was gonna hit you up, what was it, last week, because I think I had seen your post about, grounding, okay? And I'm into my, my crystals and my meditation and my sound bowl and, all of that. My sister's an empath. She's an empath. So it took me a long time to get on board. It took me a long time because I was in that Bible, baby. I was in that Bible tough. It couldn't tell me nothing different. But it took my sister to educate me about it. And I don't speak a lot about it because I don't feel as confident speaking to people who's against it.
Right.
So I kind of just do me, you know what I'm saying, for me. But I was laughing because you mentioned being grounded, right? So again, you can take the girl out of Cali, but you can't take the Cali out the girl. So I've been in Dallas since 2013, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I still can't get used to the bugs and the critters or anything else. So I thought about going and standing in dirt, like, you know. And every time I looked outside, I said, I can't do it. I'm gonna have to try to ground another way.
So what? Wait a minute. So in LA, y'all don't have bugs and mosquitoes and stuff like that?
Of course we do, but not to this capacity.
Oh. See, my brother lives in Dallas. He lives in Dallas. He lives like 15 minutes from DFW Airport, but he's trying to move to Carrollton because that's where he works. And it takes him a long time to get to work on public transportation. Yeah,
that's a hike.
So I'll be down there, girl. I'm coming down there to see my brother this year. I'm gonna have to come see you.
Yes, I'm in Glen Heights. I'm probably about 30 minutes from DFW Airport. I'm about 20 minutes from Dallas Love Field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. So yeah, I am. And it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That I'm used to all the reactions. You can't shock me because I've been one ever since birth. That's it.
Of course, everybody that I hang around is Cowboys fan. I'm a Saints fan, diehard Saints fan. So.
Oh really?
Yes.
Now you know what? The year they won the Super Bowl,
2010.
Baby, I was there.
You was?
Yeah, baby. I was there. Okay, and not only that. When we got there, girl, it was a whole adventure, but we got there the day that they won the Super Bowl. And when they won the Super Bowl that next day, this is when Chris Paul still played for New Orleans basketball team. Okay. The Celtics played the Pelicans? I think that's who it is. Yes. Anyway, so girl, the Celtics basketball team get off the bus while we going to the beauty supply store. They was getting off the bus and we standing there watching. So girl, we ended up drinking and chilling with the Celtics, honey, in the hotel lobby, honey. And baby, we just tiptoed right on down that Bourbon Street boardwalk. We were just so happy. The only thing, what's his name? Garrett. He was an asshole.
Really?
Okay, and I don't take it back.
It's always gonna be
Garnett. Kevin Garnett. I said Gary. He was so rude.
It's gonna always be a few in a bunch.
Oh my God! But anyway,
have that I'm better than type of, I'm untouchable attitude type of person.
Well, my brother loves California. He just got back from California. He has friends in LA too. So did you have anybody impacted by the fires? Did you know anybody personally?
No. I mean, they dealt with, of course, the aftermath of the smoke and all of that, but nobody had to evacuate. My family's still in Compton.
Oh.
In LA.
So being a girl that's from LA, are the stereotypes correct that we see? Like, they always show the bad stuff, but I always think about the good stuff that comes out of California. Oh, as a matter of fact, I just finished reading a book. Oh, it's across the room. But I just read a book about this little young girl and her sisters who went to Oakland to stay with their mom in the late 60s, and their mom was a Black Panther. And that experience and how it was for them, because they grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and their dad sent them to California to stay with their mom for the summer. And it was the summer that the young man got killed. The young Panther, was it Bobby? Remember? And it started it really kicked the whole movement up. But it was a really good book. And I said, I think it has to be interesting to grow up in a place where there's palm trees and you can get to the ocean, but at the same time, in certain places, just like everywhere else, you're in this picturesque setting, but your life is less than picturesque, and some people have that experience.
Well, being, and I spoke on my podcast this week was, if your life was a soundtrack, what songs would be on the album, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I spoke a little bit about growing up. So to me, it's just normal. right? So,
Okay.
prime example, my husband, he's from Houston, and I took him to LA for his birthday about 6-7 years ago. And people have in their mind like, oh my God, LA, and we're gonna go to Compton and we're gonna see this and this and that. And I'm saying, nah, it's not like you thinking of Boys in the Hood and Minister Society.
Right.
It ain't like that no more. You know what I mean? People, the true OGs, my brother being one of them, they out there trying to make money.
Right.
They not into no colors. They not into no shooting nobody. They're not into none of that.
That's the old school now. Yeah.
It's these YNs that's coming up, carrying on and keeping it carried on. The true OGs is not about that life like that. But to me, my life was normal. I was in South Central. I live like a block away from Slauson Swap Meet, right?
Wow. Okay.
So, it was normal. Helicopters flying at night, hearing gunshots. It was just normal.
Okay.
Right. So, to be honest with you, we were better young ladies then than these young ladies today.
Girl.
We might have been little gangsters, but we were, how can I say it? These kids today it's just something totally different.
Well, I will say they have a spirit of entrepreneurship, but they're not hustlers like we used to be, like we are.
Yeah.
Correction. Let me say that because right now I just went through a period of unemployment, but baby, I was out here doing 50, 11 million, 70 things. You understand me? And the younger people, they don't know how to do that.
Yeah. The water's different. The water is different.
Well, not only the water, but a lot of them ain't breastfed no more. I don't care what nobody say. It's the milk. That's what we say in the South. The milk, honey. The milk.
But check this out. So I'll be down there. I know when we met on the meet and greet Zoom, that I probably wouldn't be able to make it to the blast.
Yeah,
family.
You coming, girl?
I might be coming, but remember, I had mentioned that my family reunion is out there July 4th, so I'll be out there July 4th. Right?
Wow, yeah.
I just found out, my family, the Bryant family is child. But I just found out I was today years old when I found out that my ancestors are from North Carolina.
Really? I know a lot of Bryants.
We're originally from there. So I was like, what? So I didn't talk to my dad for a long time. You know what I mean? And so my mom was my everything. Me and my dad are kind of distant. But I'm from my dad's side. But yeah, I just learned all of that. And I'm like, wow. So a lot of my family in North Carolina will be in, they're in Goldsboro, but we'll be in Raleigh.
Yeah, that's an hour and a half for me.
Yeah, like some lake that we're gonna be at somewhere.
Okay. So y'all gonna either be at Lake Jordan or Carr Lake. That's only.
I think Carr Lake.
Carr Lake. Yeah, Carr Kerr.
I think so. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I said, well, would you look at that? So I'll be meeting a lot of my North Carolina family on the 4th.
That is amazing.
Back down to the picnic for us.
Girl, come on. Well, we're not having a picnic. We're having a soiree, honey.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay. Listen. Let me
drink your wine.
We're going to have us a good time. Yeah. Ready, girl. Yeah. I am ready now. You talking about losing weight. You were talking about that earlier. Now, I had lost 30-something pounds, but I done gained 13 of it back.
Oh.
But it's okay. I'm supposed to get it off. Don't worry.
It's happy weight.
Sometimes you know what?
It's happy weight.
I thought about that. I think it is happy weight.
Happy weight. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want it.
Well, don't stop being happy.
I don't want to stop being happy, but I don't want the weight, okay? I don't want it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to the Artist of the Week, and then we're going to come back and talk about your show, your real estate. I mean, just all the things that make Kamiko Kamiko. Because see, we already to the halfway mark. Like,
I know it be going by so fast.
oh my goodness.
Alrighty, love the show. So I haven't played this song in a while. This is our guy Yamasani, and this is Circle of Life. Let's check it out.
All right.
Oh, now that's real. Pops a rolling stone and flat in grass fields. My mandatory raps surpass a vax bill. React like Drax will, relax, I'm past chill. This manifestation of imagination is just a creation of communication within integration system like the Matrix filled with entertainment, pastors education. Court-appointed lawyers for blacks in litigation. Corporate enormous tax cut and evasion. Saw George Floyd on the news and couldn't take it. It's hard to tightrope, walk it all, but I'm a Grayson. One day we not gonna be passive with the slaying. One day we might just put action to the saying. One day we'll stop all the blasting and the spraying and stop carrying weapons that will smith you like Jaden. To be free to you, to them is disobeying. They told you to get into heaven, you needed praying. They left out the heavens, your thoughts, and where you haven. It's not you, it's we, it's deep, it's complicated.
One day you have it, one day you have it, go away. One day you have it, one day you have it, go away, go away. Don't take it serious, serious. It's an experience, experience. Don't take it serious, serious. It's an experience, experience. Shine bright like a solar light. Oh, we can make everything alright. Yeah.
Shine bright like a solar light. You know you can make everything alright. Yeah.
Shine bright like a solar light. You know we can make everything alright. Yeah.
Shine bright like a solar light. You know you can make everything alright. Yeah, you gon' get it today. I'ma send it your way. This a clinic, don't forget every visit you pay. It's cringeworthy to say I've been perfect, cause hey, the kids calling my name. I'm too busy to play. This is scrimmage, shirt skins, the ending is late. Life's a scary movie with hands digging your plate. To take the dividends, dollars and pennies you make. I'm transparent with you, even when you really opaque. Marcus Aurelius states, everything you hear is an opinion, not a fact. But is that really the case? Cause we all know planes leave a chemical trace. And we knew he was guilty, you see Zimmerman's face. And we all want to crash in the video chase. And we want that hottie to let us feel on her waist. And we know one day we will see God's grace transcend our body and be up in outer
Shine
space.
bright like a solar light. No, we can make everything alright. Yeah. One day you have it, one day you have it. Shine bright like a solar light. You know we can make everything alright. Yeah. One day you have it, one day you have it. Don't take it serious, serious. It's an experience, experience. Don't take it serious, serious. It's an experience, experience. Shine bright like a solar light. No, we can make everything alright. Yeah.
Shine bright like a solar light. You know you can make everything alright. Yeah.
Shine bright like a solar light. You know we can make everything alright. Yeah.
Shine bright like a solar light. You know you can make everything alright. Yeah.
And that was Yamasani with Dr. C. Rich in Circle of Life. And if you are an independent artist or a spoken word poet or up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, you too can go to blastmusic247.com, register as an unlimited fan, and get access to hundreds of independent music. Blast, we're constantly changing the industry one artist at a time. All right, y'all, back to y'all.
And if you're watching the show, the banner is now running for Sharita De La Cruz, who is our chef. You can go to favechef.com/2025/Sharita, SHERRITA De La Cruz, DELACRUZ. Y'all run it up for my girl, okay? All right, now back to Miss Kamiko. Kamiko, tell us about the Say Less podcast.
Say Less podcast is It's new. And, it took me some time to, get used to podcasting because I was unfamiliar with it.
Mm-hmm.
So it took some practice and it took some time to sit in front of your laptop and feel like a complete remedial individual talking to yourself, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm a chatterbox anyway.
Okay.
I'm going to run my mouth. I'm going to talk. So, I just got in my mind frame that just get on there and just talk. So I think this week was my 7th episode.
Wow.
And I'm trying to be consistent with it. I was on Wednesdays at 12 Central Time, but I was trying to get a time where people can participate because I get people always saying, I want to be on the show and I want to do it, but when I'm on, they're at work.
Right, that's me.
So I switched to Tuesday nights. I switched to Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Time, but then people are still kind of getting off in traffic type of thing. So I just said, if it ain't scheduled for a guest to come on, I'm just gonna sit on there and run my mouth, my doggone self. And
okay.
But I love doing fun topics. And like I say, I didn't even complete Tuesdays because I didn't know that it entailed so much of me actually going back down memory lane, right?
Right.
Because when you do think back over your life and you think about music,
ma'am,
and being a music head that I am, I'm like, well,
yes. So you're a music head too. Yes.
I sit in the house by myself with my drink and I play oldies all day, cook all that by myself.
Yes, ma'am.
It's healing to me. It's healing.
Yeah. Yes. I'm the exact same way. So I get it. Okay.
Yes.
Music is a healer. Music transports us, right? Like you remember things when you listen to music.
Absolutely.
Good and bad, okay? And you can be like, oh girl, I remember that time, blah, blah, blah. And it's just so amazing. So I'm glad that you had the courage to be uncomfortable and step outside your comfort zone.
Yes.
And do something that you weren't comfortable doing. But now look, you're at the number of perfection already that quick. Number 7. The 7 is the number of perfection. And as far as grounding, girl, let me tell you something. Put something in your head and go out there and throw your feet in the dirt. And it doesn't have to be your feet. It could be your hands. If that's really a thing for you, get you a pot of planting soil.
Okay.
And immerse your hands in the soil. If you don't want to put your feet, because you're still grounding that way as well. But it really helps to do it from your feet because you get the charge from the bottom to the top. Right. But you can use your hands because our hands, they spread the vibrations through our body. So you can definitely put your hands in soil and ground as well. I can
do that. But when I look out there, like I say, I'm in Texas, honey, and any and everything will pop out the grass out here. I'm not even really ready for North Kakalaki either now because I hear
you're gonna be all right now. I skeeters now. I'm saying,
and that's what I'm saying.
I skeeters, and you going to the southern part of you going to Raleigh. They got them mosquitoes that look like bats. I'm gonna just tell you. I'm just messing with you.
Peter called my daddy and them say, hey, I ain't gonna make it. But I got my Zevo. Ready, honey.
Oh, girl, you gonna be all right. You gonna make, and you know what though?
White.
Huh?
I said, and I'm light bright close to white.
Girl, that's all right. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right, child. Trust me. Now, what you can do though?
They don't like me here, and so my husband always he makes me come in. Why are you out here? Nobody gets bit when we're outside. I am the only person.
But it's your blood type. I found that out too. Cause they tell me as soon as I step outside, they be like, I'll be so up. But I found out that they said mosquitoes only bite certain blood types. Cause I had a friend one time, girl, it was amazing. One of my friends I used to be really close with, we could go somewhere and she would not have a mosquito bite on her anywhere. and I be just covered in whelps and just.
Yes.
But
Yes.
they only fool with certain blood types, you know.
Um,
So, we
I
got
thought
the
it was my
blood,
Cali
whatever it is.
blood. That's why I kept saying maybe this is Cali blood, but
No, because no,
I
man.
can't do it.
I'm from North Carolina, and I'm here to tell you it's not that. But what I will tell you is that when you come here, you said your sister's in the Stones. Is she coming too?
No, my sister lives in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Well,
She
what you need
doesn't.
to
My
do?
sister cannot. Let me tell you about my sister real fast. My sister can't be around people. That's how entailed she is. So the times that she's come to visit me, she can't be around people for too long at all.
Is she a Pisces or is she a Libra?
She's a Sagittarius.
Oh,
And
a December one or a November one?
a December.
Really?
So she don't like being around people, and she can for a little bit. Prime example, when she came down here the first time.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm a karaoke queen.
Oh, yeah, girl. Yes.
And if I do come, I sure hope y'all got a karaoke machine, because I'll rent one.
What's your zodiac sign, sis? I didn't even ask you that. I always ask that. I got to talking.
Gemini.
Oh, Lord. Yes, girl. Yeah.
What you say? You gonna pray for us?
What you know? Are you June or May?
I'm June 18th.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She told me she got around, and I'm a people person because I just love to have fun. I love to have fun. I love to laugh. I love to eat. I love to cook. That's all I care about. So anything outside of that, I don't really pay attention to. My sister kind of do. So, the women out here, like, I'm not a women person. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what it is. My best friends are guys. I was a tomboy, so I get along better with men because my skin is thick, right? And I like to play and all
But you
that.
got 1,000 personalities, so yeah.
Yeah. So she told me, she said, Miko, she said, none of these bitches like you. And I was like, huh? I was like, but they'll do, if I call and say I need whatever, they dropping everything. She said, it doesn't matter. She said, none of them truly likes you. And she was like, it's not in a bad way. She said, it's just a lot of jealousy and envy around. And she was like, and I don't like it. And so I was like, well, one thing about me is that I don't allow anybody to have that much power over my joy. So I can walk into a building and know you don't like me, and my head gonna be high to the point you gonna be so uncomfortable you gonna end up leaving
forever.
But she told me it don't matter how strong you are, spirits and energies are real, and they will jump on you.
Well,
right?
You have to stay protected. Yes. See?
Yes. So she told me that, and it's just so funny because that was like 4 years ago. And she came down again. We, me and my husband, he's a Cancer, so we kind of alike when it comes to people. And she was downstairs for like 15 minutes. She said, I can't do it. And she went right back upstairs because she couldn't take the energies. And I was like, wow. So in the past 2 years, I've had so many weird, out the blue, just fallouts with people. And everybody know that I'm not a drama person. I don't gossip. I just want to have fun. But it was little things that with these associations that were just going downhill out the blue. And then it hit me. I said, my sister told me years ago, focus on your husband, your home, and your daughter. Because it's a lot of envy and they're smiling in your face, but they're really not truly happy. And it all revealed itself. And I was like, well, damn.
Well, I've had those situations, even as recently as we'll say fully. Girl, I can't read fully.
Fully get that and have had some same experiences. Love people, energy, be clear. Yes.
Yes, Malikia.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, we like,
in the beginning, it breaks your heart because there's some people that you're like, wow, like this is somebody.
I thought that was my folk.
I thought you was going to the top with me.
You hear me? Girl, let me tell you, but it all comes down to what our heart desire is.
Yeah.
right? And I'm going to break this down for you. So our heart desire is whatever we in our heart deep down want for us or those that we love or whatever our heart's desire, right?
Yeah.
So if you are a person who is good at manifesting, if you have a manifesting spirit like me, you have to be careful even what you think sometimes, because you know our thoughts becomes actions, our actions become words, and our words become deeds, right?
Yes.
So you deep down, like, because this is what happened to me. I said, God, listen, hey, ancestors, look, daddy, because my dad is not here on earth anymore. My grandparents, I was like, my big daddy, if they don't mean me no good, get them away from around me. And girl, when I tell you, people started falling off like doggone leaves off a tree.
And that's what I manifested it. I said, anything that don't mean good by me, remove it. But when they were the people that was removed, I was like, whoa.
Wait, right? You was like, hold it, God. Wait a minute. Listen. Wait a doggone minute, God.
Confused. It's all outdoors. I'm like, no, not them.
But girl, he said, but you know what? Spirit said, listen, what you say you want it? Do you want it or don't you want it?
Yes.
And so if you really want this person right here can't go. This person right here can't be around you. And I have found that there are so many people who are jealous of my little raggedy ass life. Huh? And you will be surprised.
And you look around and you say, and then especially for me, I have a girlfriend. Like, I've never believed in best friends. That to me is elementary, is high school.
I have best friends, but I don't have just one.
Yeah, but she went through whatever she was going through. She's another slight empath. She's tapping into her calling. But she after my wedding 5 years ago, she slipped off for a year. She did it again just recently. Just know nothing. So she just came back into my life probably about 4 months ago. And before, that Gemini came out, and it's like, okay, well, you know what? When you remove yourself, stay removed. Because I don't have time for the back and forth.
Girl, we five signs. That's all.
What I'm learning is I'm allowing people to speak their mind. I'm allowing people to get things off of their chest. Now, it may not be the same, but before it'll be like, I ain't got no words for you. You can't say nothing to me. Now I allow people, if they come to me and say, can we talk? Absolutely. Because I want you to get that off you.
You done touch on your personalities to sit down. And while you have because that's the thing with Geminis. I bump head with Geminis sometimes because I'm a Leo. And I'm very outspoken.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fire sign. And I ain't no mystery. Yeah. And if I want to say it, I'm going to say it. Yeah. And I have been learning how to be quiet. We had that conversation earlier. I'll be like, ooh, girl, it be burning me up on the inside of my feet. And girl, I'll be hot flashing.
But you know what though? When you truly, what I've been learning is when I be quiet, when I say that I'm just really shocked at the growth that I'm going through, because when I'm quiet, I'm quiet. I don't, before being an inside, ooh, girl, you want to say, ooh, you want to say something. Now I just sit back and say, okay, because the peace that I'm finding at this age, this golden jubilee of mine, is a peace that I don't care who you are. My kids, my daddy, my husband, the dog behind me. I don't care. I'm not letting you take it away.
That's right.
This piece is amazing.
But that's what 50 is. I mean, 50 is, honey, I don't give a damn. That's what they have to call it. They got the FU 50s. Because we really are to the point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even those of us who love listen, I love the Lord. Okay, I love him. But I'm just in a different place now.
Yeah.
I understand God in a different way. I don't really get into it because, people go crazy, but I do now. If you want to have that conversation, we can have it because I do that.
Right.
But, sometimes it's hard when you realize, okay, and what I'm going to say, y'all either going to roll with me or you're not. And, please comment, let me know how you feel about this. But I believe in God, but I also believe that God, He's real. She's real. They're real because God is not necessarily what you think all the time. And God is also within us and God is us, right? We are from, some of us are from a place. I would say that because a lot of us Black people are indigenous. We never came from Africa, but there are a lot of us who did.
Correct.
That's a whole nother conversation. But
Correct.
all of us had our ancient ways. And we were building civilizations and doing things way before any kind of religion was introduced to us. And I say introduced to us because we didn't live like that.
Right.
We had our deities and things, but it was totally different.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of people, I haven't seen Sinners yet, but I've been watching all the commentary and stuff, and I think they really got down to it. I think a lot of the new Black movies and new Black things are showing, even the Browns, the Hispanics. We are going back to our roots. And then going back to our roots, it's starting to break up a lot of the stuff that we have been taught and conditioned to believe. And some of that stuff, y'all, do it make sense?
Like I said, me and my sister, again, it took a lot of years because I was the Bible queen. You hear me? And she would break that down. I believe Sovereign Divine gave us a brain for a reason. Think this through from right here. Yep.
Oh, there we go. That's a look. My screen was little. No wonder I couldn't see. Damn. Put it back up again, Joe. I can't. Okay, let me see. Think this thing. The river. Yep. From right here. That yes, doggone it. You're right, Malika. And you know, people, y'all. I just want to say, we are Black people. We have been taught not to think for ourselves. We have been taught to think for what's the best for the good of the others. But we are finally getting to the point where we are starting to think for ourselves. And it's alarming a lot of people.
It's scaring people too.
Yeah, and they soul up.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens when the people that's got the power realize they got the power?
Yeah. I just like I tell people what's going on right now, just with everything from religion to politics. I don't get into it. It doesn't surprise me because I do know the book. And I do know that we're living in the last book. So if you know it, why are you surprised about what's happening around us? Right? It's just a matter of get your shit together. Are
we living in the last book?
I believe so. If you know the Bible and you read it, that last book, and look at everything around us. Oh yeah. Fire, water,
nature, beast, man, everything.
Everything. I mean, it's things happening around us that we're all like, what the heck? Like, literally.
If you believe in the last book, but you do know we win.
Oh,
in the end. So it's all right. It's good. Yeah. That's what I just tell people. I
walk around and I smile and I watch the news. I'm up at 5 o'clock like an old lady every
morning. Me too. I want somebody to be. Why my friends pick on me because I'm always watching the news. I watch the news all the time. I'm trying not to watch it as much because I don't know. Like the beginning of the year, the news was giving me anxiety.
Yes.
And they had never done that to me before, like just giving me. Now, I'm going to tell you what got me stirred up today. Today, I found out that they trying to make this vote. Y'all forgive me, my glasses are. They trying to make it so that you cannot use your EBT card to get snacks. Now, what I don't like as a person who used to get food stamps, as a child who grew up in the projects, as a child who grew up below the poverty line, okay? What I don't like is when people who got money and don't know what it's like to not have money and have access to things makes rules for those who don't.
Yeah.
You have no idea what it's like to be a single parent or to be somebody who actually they really got to think and have a thought process about how I'm going to eat
Yes.
and pay my bill at the same time because
Correct.
you're not even making enough money to do both at the same time.
Yeah.
So then you enter these kids in, and some of these kids, food stamps save their life. EBT saves their lives because listen, my mama used to work. My mama went from one job to the other. I did the same thing when I was raising my kids. You know, my kids are all adults. I worked 2 and 3 jobs. Now I taught my children how to cook, but there were times when I couldn't do that. And so my children had to be able to eat like sandwiches, chips, you know, whatever, if there were no leftovers. And a lot of time there were no leftovers because my son would eat all the leftovers. Okay. There was
yeah.
Girl. And you know, those kind of things help these children.
Yeah.
Until they can get something. Even elderly people. Sometimes elderly people don't have people to cook for them. They can't cook for themselves. And guess what? A snack is what gets them through. Yeah. And see, these are people that's not thinking correctly. You know what do you consider a snack?
Right.
Because I heard people saying ramen noodles. Ramen noodles ain't no snack.
I know, like I say, I'm a news person, but from my understanding, I think they're, you know, if it's not like a nutritional fat type of snack,
that's not right.
It's not. No, it's not right. It's not right at all. You know, and just like somebody had made a point here, they interviewed someone, and someone made a point. You know, what happens when that mom, you know, it's not just always used for snacks all the time, but what happens when there's that single mom out there that it's their kid's birthday and they want to get the baby a cake and some candy to celebrate.
Or field trips and stuff for school.
Yes.
And all the parents have to bring something and mommy can't bring nothing because y'all talk about she can't buy snacks.
Right.
You know, and it's stuff like that because then that makes the kid, that sets you apart. That kid is too poor. They can't even buy snacks.
Yes. I mean, because we was already set apart enough when we was growing up.
For
the kids who would come to school with lunch money, and we standing over there in the line with the you ain't got no option.
But you know what? One thing I won't never shame of was free lunch, baby. Hey! I won't never shame about it.
Because
I was eating. You understand me? And so you got to take things in perspective.
And my mom, you know, my mom would be so busy that she'll give us that book. Because, you know, back then we had the book.
They with the paper. When you said, I used to be ashamed to go to the store with them food stamp, girl.
We would do it in a heartbeat when she would give us like one of the $5 stamps. And then she'd be like, go get y'all some snacks. We $100
or something. Yeah,
she
girl.
Send us to that store to get actual like food to cook. We used to be like, oh. But you know what? I made me a t-shirt that's a food stamp.
You make shirts.
Yep, and I made me a t-shirt. It's a big old $1 food stamp on it. And this is where, and I say all the time, this is where I come from.
Yeah, me too, girl. I remember my mom used to send us to the store. Girl, I remember my aunt used to send us to get her beer and her cigarettes. Now, you know, you can't do that nowadays, but baby, we knew we better come back with it. What you talking about?
Yep, those was the days. Those was the days.
Maybe.
But I just, you know, and then, you know, I kind of get what they're saying, but you can't differentiate who is not a caring, nurturing parent and who isn't. Because I do know people, even family members that you know you can cook, you know you can do these things, but you at Sam's buying Oreo cookie, just being negligent because you lazy, right?
But some of these children, unfortunately, they have parents on drugs and stuff, and the food stamps are their saving grace. I'm telling y'all what I know.
Yeah. And I call it Eat Better Today, because when I had a food stamp card, I worked pretty much all my adulthood life, right? Mm-hmm. And when I moved out here with no family, no friends, no nothing. I didn't know nobody. I didn't know nothing. I just picked up and moved.
Right.
And it was a hard time that I had. And everybody was like, girl, you better go down there and get you a card. And I was like, they was like, you've been working all these years. You've been paying into it. You pay taxes, don't you? And I thought about it. I said, well, you sure enough right. And this was in 2016, I think. I sure did go down there and give me an Eat Better Today card.
Baby, and wasn't it wonderful?
Loved it.
You hear me? Listen, I was unemployed. I was one of the federal employees that they said goodbye.
Oh,
and
so
baby,
sorry.
oh girl, don't be, because now I'm good. You know, it was an experience. But baby, I never, as much as I done paid in taxes throughout my life, because I've been working since I was 14 years old. Whenever I feel like I have a need, I don't like asking nobody for nothing. But when I need my stuff that I done sold into, I want
you better come through. Yeah.
You hear me? I want it, because I'm not a bum. I'm a person that works, and I work hard every day.
Correct.
So when I can't work and I don't have the opportunity to work or whatever, I need what I am supposed to be getting.
Yeah.
Like right now, I am currently dealing with the United States government because they still have not paid me 1 penny of unemployment, and I was laid off in December. And I just got a full-time job 2 weeks ago.
You weren't a part of the crew that got the severance?
No, ma'am. But anyway, so Mazel tov, right? So before we get off, because I know Troy has to run to his other show, what are your words of wisdom for women out here? You sell. How long have you been selling real estate?
This year is 3 years.
And you just went out there and just said, boom, I'm gonna do the real estate thing. And I see you're so successful. I love the fact that you do it in sneakers. It's so dope. But what would you say to anybody? Shout out to Ashley Carter, my friend's daughter. Actually, Troy, everybody that listens to my show, the cake lady, her daughter, Ashley, is a real estate agent. And she's phenomenal at it. Yeah. But she was like, it took her taking a leap to just do it.
Yeah. I left corporate world, just walked away. I told my husband, he said, I got you. And I walked away. And here I am.
I love it.
One day at a time. It ain't for the week.
But it's anything.
Yeah, but this is a 1099. This is you ain't on no payroll. You see what I'm saying? And whether you I got to go out here and eat, get my food. I gotta go get it.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
It is. Yeah. Listen, I'm sure. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm a paparazzi dealer, and I did it one time online, and didn't nobody buy nothing. And I was like, the hell with it.
Yeah, my auntie do it.
But I said, no, Carla, you got to listen. You can't do that, because I just don't like, we have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yes.
In order for things to change, right?
Absolutely.
Give the viewers, the listeners, some words of wisdom. What would you tell yourself, like if 10 years ago you were to be able to go back just 10 years and you had access to $300,000 and you had to give yourself that money? What would you tell yourself to do?
I would tell myself 10 years ago, I would tell myself to utilize it to pull yourself out of debt and to invest in something that makes sense and put it in a trust.
Why trust?
It's just I look at a trust. It's easier to maintain, especially when we leave this earth, because I think people forget often that we're not going to be here forever, and they don't think about their loved ones when it's time when they transition into another dimension.
Right.
So they don't think about that. And when you do that, it makes things easier for your loved ones that are left behind to maintain and, you know, cut out all the riffraff. But I definitely would, you know, clear up debt, especially knowing where the world was going. I don't know why we're supposed to be doing points and not credit scores anymore, but I'm sure that'll come down the line sometime. But that's definitely something that I would have did in just assets. I tell my clients, invest and gain assets. Credit ain't gonna matter in a minute. It's not gonna matter what credit score you got. What's gonna matter is, what do you own? Do you have assets? Right?
Okay.
So you finding a lot of people out here buying land and everything else and putting it in a trust.
And I was going to tell you, when you come to Carolina, since it is the birthplace of your ancestors, you definitely got to ground in Carolina, because it's something there for you when you do that. I don't know why it just jumped on me to tell you that, but you need to put your feet in the North Carolina soil.
Okay.
Because it's something that's going to help you in your future when you do that. And I don't know. And your sister's the empath. Tell her what I said. She's going to be like, she's not lying. Yep. This just came direct to me. So listen, tell the people how they can find you and how they can watch you and how they can listen to you.
Okay, so Say Less Podcast, I just recently created the Facebook page. So it's Say Less Podcast on Facebook.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to get, I tell VP this all the time, I'm trying to get used to YouTube. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? But I'm really not a YouTuber. But I like for my lives to go live on Facebook. But unfortunately, because it's such a new page, I found out that your page either has to have 100 followers or you have to have the page for 90 days before you can go live on it.
Oh, right? Yeah.
StreamYard, you can't make it a destination because it hasn't been.
Well, it's going to happen, and that time is going to go quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where I can be found. And then, of course, Kamiko Y. Taylor with C21 is my business page for my real estate.
Spell Kamiko. Spell Kamiko. Spell Kamiko.
COMEIKO. Y. Taylor with C21, and that's Century 21. And that is my business page. Just in case anyone happens to be in, I'm licensed all in Texas, but I prefer to stay within my jurisdiction, and that's Dallas. But I'm here. If anybody ever wants to come and join my podcast on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I love guests. I always take suggestions for topics.
Okay.
And so, but I thank you so much for having me on. It kind of feels good to not have to navigate.
Well, you know, you are an amazing spirit, and I'm so glad that Troy introduced us. And I look forward to seeing you this summer. Yes, I can't wait to see you. I hope I get to see you, but if not, you know, we have this, and we can always meet up. I pray the best for you. I pray that God will continue to enlarge your territory. I pray that God will continue to give you the desires of your heart. I pray that God will allow you to have the alignment necessary for you to realize the things that your ancestors only dreamed of, because it's coming. It's coming.
I appreciate that. I take that to heart.
Yeah. So, well, y'all, it's been an hour. We held you. We about to bust out of here. We done talked and talked and talked. We done drank and talked. Okay. Until next time, we'll see y'all. Peace.
Bye. Thank you.
That's my girl right there.